the Mother of God, to ask the power of God to enter and to revive the power of good and to revive the faith in our hearts. That's what we're asking for. So that's what it is. Cardinal Vidal now asked for this consecration to the Heart of Mary because he says, he knows also from talking to people, that there are plans, for instance, in Congress to have laws one after the other to allow abortion, to allow divorce, no? To have same-sex marriages and all this, because it's being done in all the former Catholic countries in Europe. No? And he says, therefore, there is a gathering together of the powers of evil to try to change our society. And we must call, through the help of the Blessed Mother, a gathering together of the forces of good, which Benedict says, the power of God passes through the hands of the Blessed Mother. Pope John Paul, I'm trying to finish in time. Pope John Paul said in his book, Crossing the Threshold of Hope, this Cardinal August Hlond, H-L-O-N-D, was primate of Poland before Cardinal Wyszynski. The communists had already entered. And John Paul says, the moment that he was actually dying, he said, the victory, when it comes, will come through Mary. And he said, when I was a bishop in Poland, I began to see this actually happening. The victory over communism and the evils brought by communism was coming through Mary. He says, Jesus wants his victories pass through the hands of Mary. And he says, when I became Pope, it's all in this book, Crossing the Threshold. It's very nice, I've read this so many times. He says, when I became Pope, and I saw this on an international scale, and I understood that the same formula is true. The victory of God, when it comes, will come through the hands of Mary. That's the meaning of the triumph. Not that we will conquer evil once and for all, but that the present power and concentration of evil, which is in the world today, will only be broken when the power of God enters into our hearts and into our communities. And that power of God will come to us through the Blessed Mother. The victory, when it comes, will come through Mary. And Pope Benedict XVI, when he was still Joseph Ratzinger, wrote, commenting on the document of John Paul II, Redemptoris Mater, says, whenever there is a moment of darkness and crisis in the world, the Church raises the banner of Mary. And when the Church raises the banner of Mary, she raises the banner of hope. So that's the meaning of this act of consecration. The CBCP bishops are raising the banner of the Heart of Mary for these 6 months of the year of faith. And they say, consecrate yourselves, not just a formality. Really pour your heart and soul into this consecration. We are raising the banner of Mary, and we're raising the banner of hope. And the more Filipinos will really consecrate their lives to Mary, consecrate their communities to Mary, the more this hope will rise. And there will be a significant defeat of the powers of evil. Not once and for all. Every generation it has to happen. But for this century, this 20th and 25th century, this great gathering together of the forces of evil, and we see that. We see it everywhere. No? Asking Mary is open our hearts to the power of God passing through your hands so that we may move forward in a great moment of hope. The victory, when it comes, will come through Mary. Thank you.